Hello friends, this is Cold Run. Welcome back to Final Fantasy Record Keeper, where we're going to continue on with the record dungeons with the second island of the prelude. So we're still in chapter 1. How many chapters are there? A fair number of chapters. We're going to continue with, chapter 2 it looks like. So chapter 2 of 6. Light Beyond the Darkness. So we're continuing with Final Fantasy X, it looks like. For a little bit now. Okay, yeah, let's do Final Fantasy X. Get some watery trauma going for the kids. I guess I don't know whether we're going to start... No, we're probably actually going to start in Dreams Anarchind. Okay, so Cold Run's about to get scolded for walking into the record dungeons, into the forest evil forest paintings alone, or with Alara. And that about sums it up. Shadowsmith, I had no idea that corrupted paintings like these existed. Dr. Mog, and I can't believe you tampered with records we know almost nothing about. Unacceptable, Kupo. Sorry, Dr. Mog. Shadowsmith, now. As far as I can tell, Cold Run did nothing wrong. Then how do you explain that explosion? Well, this is only a hypothesis, but it sounds like the corrupted paintings were restored to their original state. So in a sense, their records were altered. This alteration could have generated magic of its own, which ended up running amok and causing the explosion. So is the magic that caused the explosion like a byproduct? Like we cleared out the corrupted magic and it went and blew stuff up? I've seen this before, Kupo. Dr. Mog? The Royal Arcanium once tampered with the records intentionally in hopes of gleaning their powerful magic. Don't talk over her. But the magic ran amok, and the island belonging to the Mughals who conducted the experiment suffered catastrophic damage. Mughals? You don't mean... Yeah, this happened on my home island, Kupo. What? My friends and family lost their lives. Our home was turned into a wasteland. It was a sight I shall never forget, Kupo. I'm so sorry, Dr. Mog. What have I done? Yeah, you messed up big time, Cold Run. We have a term for the magic generated when a record is altered. A memory burst. Is there no way to fix a corrupted painting without causing a memory burst? Not to worry, we at the Royal Arcanium haven't been sitting around twiddling our thumbs. This is a dampening canvas. It was developed by the Royal Arcanium for the purpose of containing the magic from a memory burst. It's a very fancy frame. I guess the frame matters a lot for this. It should be able to absorb the kinds of magic overflow we've been seeing. So we do have a way to stop the magic from running wild. That's great. ... Oh, there it is again. What is it, Alara? It feels like someone's here. There may be a corrupted painting nearby. It's gotta be creepy when Alara goes into that, like, trance state of hearing the ghosts. We must find it at once, Kupo. We got a villain, perhaps? It's coming from over there. Shadowsmith, who goes there? A corrupted painting, Kupo. They must have left it here. So someone's going around dropping corrupted paintings? Shadowsmith, your canvas. Can I borrow it? What's this now, Kupo? This was my mistake. I'll fix it. Cold Run. Shadowsmith, I respectfully refuse. But why? Right now you act out of fear and impatience. Such desperation can only lead to failure. Get wrecked, Cold Run. Times like this call not for desperate measures, but for the will to stay the course. Shadowsmith. Okay. Cold Run. Why'd you just say my name? Not sure. Dr. Mog, I believe we can entrust this matter to Cold Run. He is past the age of adulthood. At the age of 7, you can clearly go into more traumatic paintings and participate in matters of life and death. Kupo? Don't worry, Dr. Mog. I'll go with him. That's right, more children to throw at the problem. You too, Alara? Very well, Cold Run. Watch yourself out there, Kupo. I will. Come on, Alara. The whole premise is so silly, and I'm a fan. That's right. The start of this wasn't in Dream Xanarkand. The start of this was like the flash forward to just outside actual Xanarkand. I really would not at all mind like a full-on. I think a pixel remaster of 1 through 6 was fine. I think a pixel remaster of 7 through 10 would be utter gold. I would buy the hell and play the hell out of those. Listen to my story. This may be our last chance. Okay, so we are starting actually at this part. We're in Xanarkand. This is a catastrophe. I feel like... Okay, so this isn't the very beginning. This is like after Sin destroyed the Blitzball game. Tidus, what are you two doing here? You gotta get out of here. It's Tidus! Tidus? Do you mean Tidus? There's time for autographs and pronunciation nitpicking later. Let's move it. Come on, Alara. Let's follow him. Oh, man. Tidus and Cloud, like, Cold Run's got to be one excited child. Okay. Like, these are two people that you find exceptionally cool as a kid. And Auron, of course. Auron. What are you doing here? I was waiting for you. What are you talking about? Yeah, but Auron was annoyingly cryptic here. I know that it's hard to look at that Sin in the background. I know it's hard to explain, but I don't know. I feel like you could have given a little more explanation right now. Hey, not this way. Look. We called it Sin. Sin? And that was like Auron almost talking to himself, right? Like remembering like the... Yeah, that's what we called it. Because this is like the past for him, or a memory of the past. What is that thing? If you asked me to explain the timeline of Final Fantasy X right now, I could not do it. Not that it's that confusing, I don't think I quite understood the whole thing at the time, and so... I just don't have it that clearly in my mind. Tidus, what are you still doing here? Who are these children? You don't know us? I thought I told you to run. My name's Cold Run. This is Alara. We'll help you fight those monsters. Well, appreciate the thought, but you're still just kids. Unless you're sure you want to do this. Then you're not just kids. We are, sir. Whoa, Auron. You can't be serious. Don't worry, Tidus. We're practiced at being child soldiers at this point. I love the design on that. The Sin Spawn that's like a... Is that meant to be like a sword in the ground that just sprouts things? Take it. A gift from Jecht. Ugh, gross. My old man? I hope you know how to use it. He clearly doesn't. He just like swinging it around. Okay. So let's see what we got here. These ones don't matter. We cut through. Sin scale. So we got tempo flurry. So I looked a little bit before this. So dismissal interrupts. I think it's either I think dismissal interrupts. I get that if an enemy is in the middle of a cast, then dismissal like stops it. But that's a risk, right? Like, it would be nice if you could see the enemy cast bar, because then you could time your... It feels like at that point you could use interrupts really well, but... Like, if the enemy is not mid-cast, if it's just their ATB gauge going up, temp dismissal does absolutely nothing, right? Am I correct on that? Like, interrupts do absolutely nothing while the ATB gauge is still going up for the enemy? That's why I feel like that's why I never use interrupts. Pretty much never. You know what? Let's just do lightning. Lightning and fire bloom. Fire bloom AoE. Sure. Okay. I'm so impressed with the sprite art here, with the Sin spawn, the background of the kind of pixelated background with Sin there and Xanarkin and the souls showering up. Some can't wait to die. Oh, whoop, I didn't mean to keep it on auto. I just keep it on auto for the most of the smaller battles because it seems so literally not matter. But for these ones, I want to do the boss fights. Okay, so we will do... Yeah, let's do Spiral Cut. That's AoE, I think. Lightning in case it's not an AoE. And we'll set up Retaliate, even though I think Retaliate is actively bad. Because Retaliate just counters if they hit him, but I think Retaliate's good in the context of a character having Taunt, but outside of that, it feels like a waste of an ability. I expected Lightning to kill everything. I should have used Fire Bloom. Oh, I guess Spiral Cut will do it, though. Yeah, Cyclone Grimoire. And Shooting Star. And Fabula Heal. All the soul breaks. Well, some of the soul breaks. It's a pretty good heal. I barely use Alara outside. My Alara outside of this mode is still level 1. I just haven't picked up any soul breaks on her, so until I do that, I'll probably hold off on leveling her up. I mean, maybe there's a really good soul break I can buy in the, what do you call it, the Anima store. But probably, I mean, yeah, there probably is. Gravity, take some hits, oop you with my staff, and that should be it. Yep. I do also like the shaky kind of disappear animation that they use for this boss fight. For the boss fights in this game, I should say. Destroyed Freeway 2, here we come. Upon arriving in Xanarkin, the city ravaged by Sin. Okay, yeah, we're going to join and we're going to see what's up. Auron, let's get out of here. We're expected. Huh? Give me a break, man. I'm just going to try to voice him like a Ninja Turtle, I think. Or like Bart Simpson. Cowabunga, dude. He has that kind of surfer image to him, like that. And I don't think it's a bad thing. I think that's just his style. Go. Yeah, Auron's voice doesn't... I don't think it's ever cracked. I think even when he was going through puberty, he sounded like this. Oh, the slow motion explosion. Now we can add a concussion to all the mental trauma these kids are suffering. Tidus. Auron. Auron! Pretty good explosion graphics. Auron! Auron's not reaching out his hand. I don't... Again, I have to replay 10 or rewatch it, because there's a... I haven't seen the more recent episodes, but I started watching the Almaron and a Proustian Let's Play, which I've been enjoying. Hey, are you okay? Yeah, I'm okay. But we have to get out of here before it collapses. Don't worry, we'll be fine. Huh? What do you mean, huh? You already understand, like... God, look at everything's getting sucked into sin, the way everything is gravitying up. Oh, it's so cool. Are you sure? He was talking to Bahamut there, I think? Or who was he talking to there? I forgot. This is it. This is your story. It's really not. It's Yuna's. Or in this case, I guess it's Cauldron and Lara's. It all begins here. Zoop. For those of you who replay 10, do you end up liking Jecht more, or has he still come off as a jackwagon? You can go to Submerged Ruins 1. Excellent. I cannot wait to meet Riku. You okay? Yeah. I'm fine. Anybody there? Auron. Hey! Seems no one's here. I wonder where Auron could be. I hope he's okay. Sure looks like it. Sure looks like Auron's okay? It's a weird reply. Okay. Anything back here? There's certainly a lot of ground they're giving us now. So just this to start. This is an Albed primer. I don't remember when we first started seeing those. Something is written here. Yeah. Edra mich frana pumke uv meckerd emissiheda dra plankgast heckerd. Federal makalania parek dra wundir beminwi sekerd. Mug hud utrav mavd pid udra neckerd. This has got to be just word for word what was in the actual Albed that we saw there, right? What do we have here? Nope, can't read it. I'm afraid I can't either. Okay, we'll head over here. And Almaron let me know in the comments of the last video that if you miss something, like if, let's say there was a secret on the last screen, there would be an option on this screen to go back. So that definitely helps. Okay, treasure chest. Power crystal water. I still have like a bunch of those stocked up. Nightmare fuel. Utter nightmare fuel. Falling into a giant pit of water with a giant sea creature. Ugh. Alright, we will paralyzing shot you. I don't think this could be paralyzed. I'd be surprised if it can be. Let's boost Tidus. And just attack. Yay, go Tidus. What was wasn't there a cheerleading type dress sphere in X2, something like that? I could be mistaken. Let's do dismissal, because maybe we'll get lucky and interrupt something it's about to do. I don't know. And now we'll Blizzara. Does boost stack? Can I boost multiple times? Oh, it worked. Paralyzing shot worked. Does boost stack? Can I boost multiple times? Paralyze wore off already? Wait, no, that wasn't paralyzed. That was an interrupt. So is that... Sorry. Let me, There we go. So paralyzing shot didn't work, but interrupt clearly... I'm going to boost again. Hopefully it'll say... If it misses, I'm hoping it'll that'll tell me that it doesn't stack, but it could just overwrite it. Yeah, no idea if it stacks or not. I'd be surprised if it stacks. So if I do dismissal here... So it has that sign next to it. That means that it got interrupted. Also, if it's interrupted and it is mid-cast and I did get lucky, does it reset it? Don't know. Or does it just, like, stop it and then it picks up from right where it left off? No, we're doing Cyclone Grimoire just for the coolness. Yeah, give Tidus something to really be impressed about. Because that is pretty cool. Didn't we have to... Did we actually defeat this boss in the game, or did we have to run away from it? I thought we had to run away from it, but maybe we ran away from it and then fought it eventually. Or maybe we died and Team Riku saved us? I don't remember. Submerged Ruins 2. Lara's got a crown. A regal crown. Go, Lara. She's got a wizard armlet. She's got a regal crown. She's like, and a spiked rod. She is looking badass. And we have a fencing saber, power gloves. Now we're playing with power. This is... So our team is like pretty decked out. Nice job. I had made it out of the frying pan and into the freezer. I thought I was going to die in this place. Cold. Yes? Need fire. Okay. Sorry, you just have magic fire. I don't know if you have actually magic fire in this particular section or not. You've had fire before, though. Still checking around. Nothing I see. Obtained flint. Okay. Again, just double checking. And up we go. Obtained withered bouquet. Just getting some loot as we go. Oh, and we're not going out this area? I guess not. Okay, going back. What actually is that withered bouquet? Hold on a sec. Oh, withered bouquet is just for tinder. Gotcha, 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 gotcha. It never hit me until just now. The whole Tinder thing. Like, Tinder, because you... Like, the dating app. Because you find a match on Tinder. I can't believe that never hit me until just now. That's probably the whole purpose of the thing. I mean, that and the whole, like, heat up. But, like, I knew that it was about, like, you know, find the heat of you know, romance. But, like, I didn't think about the whole, like, Tinder match thing. I like that. Tidus. Don't just stare at the fire, Cauldron. You're freezing, right? Come warm yourself up. Thank you, Tidus. There's so little here. I'm impressed you were able to start a fire. Took some doing. But it's a lot better than sitting around doing nothing. Tidus isn't my favorite protagonist, like by a long shot, but I don't mind him. I think he's kind of a. Does he count as a himbo? I don't know if he counts as a himbo. He might count as a himbo. He's not bulky, but he's like athletic enough that, and kind of a dunkus enough and dorky enough that he might count as a himbo. He might be too selfish to be a himbo. But he is sweet to... He is kind of sweet and caring and charges into things headlong, but he's young. Like, that's the nature of the young. Sorry, Alara. I agree. Oh, that hurts. Cauldron is debating the whole, like, am I supposed to take action? And here he sees Tidus being like, you know what, I'm doing what I can, and Cauldron's like, I'm not allowed to do what I can. Like, it's against like the philosophy of the organization he works for, of his teachings, and probably it sounds like it causes bad stuff to happen when you mess with things. Man, there really isn't anything here, is there? What's with this place? Stomach growling noises. I need food. Tidus needs food badly. Funny, I don't. Wait, was that Tidus? I thought that was Alara's stomach growling. Oh, no, it was. You sure? Is she just trying to be stoic? That was weird. Is she crying blood? No, she's blushing. Those are Sprite blushes. Okay, that's less heavy metal. Well, maybe. I've seen that in a couple of times where someone's... Is this like a Japanese thing? Like a Japanese cultural thing where, like, if your stomach growls, that's super embarrassing? There was a episode of... What was that show? My Dress Up Darling, where that happened. Where, like, a girl where things were going well and then her stomach growled and she was like, oh god, I just want to die because someone heard my stomach growl. Is that supposed to be like an embarrassing thing? Maybe it's a cultural thing. You're blushing, Alara. Cauldron. Yeah? You're finally smiling again. Thanks, Alara. Sorry to make you worry. Oh, this is the Albed? I don't remember if there was a boss before the Albed came. Like another boss. What was that? The answer is yes, there is another boss. These creepy mantis-like things. Click. Give me a break. Let's do quickness. Let's summon Leviathan. We went from, like, Cure and Asuna to Leviathan. Yeah, we're going to summon Leviathan. And we're going to haste her because Leviathan's the way to go. Actually, I come to think of it, it's probably comfortable around water. Maybe it won't hurt it. No, it does hurt it. Leviathan, this must be like a child Leviathan too, because it's not that strong. But now that you're hasted, let's quicken its double cut. Leviathan again. And launch. I actually don't remember what launch does. Double cut again. Why not? Launch probably has a chance to interrupt, but I don't actually remember. Yeah. It's weird for me to see my healers heal because... to see my healers attack, rather. Because because this I consider as, like... I consider this as almost like a side story, even though this is the main thing I'm interested in. In the other part of the game, like, I have this, record materia that turns healers' attacks into just a little heal, which I use almost all the time. And so it's weird for me to see the healer, like, bonk them with their staff. Launch again. That should finish it off. Oh, I was hoping Alara would get the killing bow with the bonk. Killing bow, the killing blow. Rip click. Ah, Team Albed. Whew, that was close. Lara, who are these people, Coldrun? These are the Hey, let me go! Aren't you here to help us? Frid ik trek? Ich find. Ich ris tekjeka. Och, edeku. Fagemid. Frid. Frid evet ek risi. Trouw na dra kissa e taider. Even beted. Papnikt ed Federik. You said it, Riku. Kuno. Bye. Yep. I didn't recognize the word kuno, but I recognize the single word she said. Something about that stuck in my head from the time I played Final Fantasy X. I've only played it once. Of her speaking, like a tiny kind of cute word almost. And then the music cutting out, or the music cutting out, her speaking one word, and then, like, knocking him out. Eek! Alara, are you okay? What's going to happen to these two? Are they going to get knocked out of the painting, or are they going to be seen as, like, fellow Albed or something? Alara, don't fight them. Just keep your head down. Huh? Yeah, it looks like we're getting kicked out of the painting. Undersea Ruins 1. Yeah, never mind. Launch is just physical damage to one target. Okay. Ugh. Oh, good, you're awake. Are you all right, Tidus? Ow, 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 ow. Oh, he just woke up. Sid. Leap Deja. Hey, that hurts. Usujek Ryan? Whoa, okay. Friggin' Brother. Brother was like the single worst thing about Final Fantasy X2. And I liked parts of X2. Some parts of X2 I friggin' loved. But Brother was the worst of that game. Albed. Kindler Res. Right, whatever. Tui Hood Spike? I said I don't understand. You just speak louder, that'll help. Ekumala. I don't blame him for being frustrated. I don't. I'm being a little bit snarkier than I'm. Not that I mean to be. I'm snarkier than. I'm not actually. I don't blame Tidus for acting as he does. I think it's frustrating and confusing, and he's just shoved in a whole new world. I don't blame Tidus for how he's acting now, or for his frustration or confusion or anything. He just got knocked out, kidnapped by total strangers. Yeah, I don't blame him. Fien. He said you can stay if you make yourself useful. You understand me. Stop it. All right, I'll work. Oh, Jesus. Excuse me a second. Have I pet pigeon enough to soothe the beast? We'll see. We'll see if I get a claw in my side telling me I haven't pet enough. What about us? Let's help him, Coldrun. Like Tidus said, it's better than sitting around doing nothing. Way to dig that knife in. Yeah, you're right. I think he's still sweating Anna's death from 4. Like, how he let Anna die. How he sees that he let Anna die. How he did. That was an area where he very much could have intervened. If he had told Cecil, you're carrying a bomb ring... I mean, maybe the magic of the painting would have intervened to protect the past. Maybe it would have been, he just wouldn't have believed him, like some magic would have prevented him from acting, but I don't think so. I think he could have changed it. And I also think the outcome of that would have been worse. I think like the painting would have exploded, or I don't know, Zeromus emerges in real life. Something like that would have happened, but I can see Cauldron sweating this. So what kind of work you got for us? We found some ancient ruins right beneath us. This is Riku. Not active now, but there should still be some power left. We're going to go down there and activate it. And then we should be able to salvage the big prize. Is that so? Okay, let's get to work. Riku's great. Riku has good energy. Roger. Riku and Tidus would be... I don't remember age-wise, but, like, Riku and Tidus, I feel like, would have been a good match for each other, too. Like, they both have that same, like, energy. They're both, like, you know, Genki des. They're both super Genki. But so is Yuna. Yuna's, like... She grew up kind of... not restrictive area, but a very kind of orthodox setting as like a revered figure. But she definitely has Genki elements or elements that really work with Tidus's energy. So I do like them as a pair, even if she's way better than Tidus ever was. Cauldron. Tidus is something else, huh? You'd think everything going on would slow him down a little, but nope. Now that is an actual strength of Tidus's. He's very just keeps going. You okay, Cauldron? I'm okay. Let's do what we can. The game is doing a good job. Something I savage. Something about something the game is doing well is it's doing a very good job of showing the impact that all of this is having on Cauldron specifically. Less Alara, because Cauldron's really the one who's grappling with the knowledge of what's happening. Alara isn't familiar with the Chronicles. Yeah, let's just one blade bits, wait off. They're good. Second blade blitz, wait off. And we're good. This must be it. I'm trying to remember what this is. This is an old ship? I guess this is an old ship, but again, I don't remember what exactly. Oh, more of this. I'll bet. Pavwit Dra airship. Oh, right, that was an airship down there. I guess a sunken airship? Rana lunt fana nekert. Ufruf tut nakib ed ib. We get the. Hey, I helped out, didn't I? You sure did. I guess those people don't think of us as friends. You just met and they knocked you out like 2 seconds ago, but you did help them. Hungry. Yeah, it's been a while. Swimming burns a whole lot of calories, right? Whoa, right on. I love that Riku walks up to him and is like, hey, and just bops him with the bucket, with the basket. Food. You were starving, weren't you, Alara? How embarrassing. What a loser. Kind of. Then eat up, you guys. Can't do anything on an empty stomach, right? You said it. Come on, Alara. Let's follow Tidus's lead and dig in. Slow down, you two. You'll choke if you keep wolfing it down like that. Tidus is like the best person for them to hang out with, because Tidus he's not quite a child himself, but he has that same kind of like, I don't know, I just remember him being like good with the kids that Tidus seems like he'd be great with kids. And we saw a little bit of that when the whole, like, teach us how to blitz. Like, he seems like he'd be a cool teen to hang out with. Just wolfing it down. What did I tell you? Yeah, that heartburn. Here. She's right, you know. That's what happens when you don't chew properly. Phew. Ooh, that was really unpleasant. Thanks for the water. No problem. The sequels, I think, did Riku kind of dirty too. They made her less... They did... The seven sequels did the same thing to Yuffie. They made her kind of more ditzy and less badass. Let me know if I'm mistaken. I might be misremembering, but that was my impression of her that lasted, at least. Hey. Hello there. What's your name? Riku. Whoa, you really do understand. Did you think she was kidding you before? Like, how would she even do that? Why didn't you say so earlier? I didn't get a chance to. Everyone thought we were a fiend. We? Oh, we means you. It's like, who's on first? Who are you guys anyway? Or who are we guys? We're all bed, can't you tell? Wait, you're not an all-bed hater, are you? I don't even know what an all-bed is. Does all-bed mean anything in the all-bed language? Is it like the Tex or something like that? I don't know. Where are you from? Xanarkand. Urgh. I'm a blitzball player. Star player of the Xanarkand Abes. And these two are, fans of mine? Yeah, I think that's a good thing to slot it into. I mean, again, like we saw him hanging out with kids, not in this game, but we saw him in 10, like, not hanging out with them, but like we saw him promising to teach kids how to blitz. Maybe he just is thinking they're probably one of them. More or less, Cold Run's definitely one of his fans. Did you hit your head or something? You guys hit me. It's a fair retort. Oh, right. Do you remember anything before that? So I told her everything there was to tell about Xanarkand. About life there, Blitzball and Sin's attack. I don't like this. I really feel like these paintings and the charm of them isn't just seeing the old scenes. Like, if you're doing a demake of Final Fantasy X, I am there on day one. But I feel like the charm of these scenes, or not the charm, but the plot, like, feels like it should be seeing these from Cold Run's perspective and Lara's perspective. And I don't know how we saw the thing at the beginning, or unless you're going to tell me, and they might do this, they might tell me eventually that Cold Run sees or hears his inner monologue because he's seeing this in a more meta sense than just what's right in front of him. About life there, Blitzball and Sin's attack. And about how Auron and I were engulfed in this light. I just said things as they came to mind. But then I started to wonder. Did I say something funny? You were near Sin. Don't worry, you'll be better in no time. Yeah, and I don't blame her at all for, like, thinking he's just... I mean, he basically said I'm a time-traveling player from the past, and so... Yeah, Sin's toxin, like, as a... I like that as a mechanic in this game, as a, what do you call it? As a technical, like, excuse that helps him get through a lot of these social situations as, like, I'm new. They say your head gets funny when Sin is near. Maybe you just had some kind of dream? Yeah, more than you know. You mean I'm sick? Riku, because of Sin's toxin, yeah. You sure? Yeah, there is no Xanarkand anymore. Sin destroyed it 1,000 years ago. Wonder what Alara's thinking. This has got to be just... It's a trip enough for Cold Run knowing what to expect. It's got to be such a trip for Alara, like, just being tossed into this. Like, because it's like she's watching, like, parts of Episode 1 and Episode 4 of, like, a Final Fantasy X Let's Play. So no one plays Blitzball there. Huh? What do you mean 1,000 years ago? But I saw Sin attack Xanarkand. Cauldron, Alara, you saw too, right? We sure did. Cauldron? I really feel bad for, especially for Cauldron here. At least, Alara's confused, but at least she can act sincerely. Cauldron has to be so much more controlled here. You're saying that happened 1,000 years ago? No way! You said... You play Blitzball? You know, you should go to Luca. Someone might know who you are. Or you might find someone you recognize. Luca? Okay, leave it to me. I'll get you to Luca, promise. You'd rather stay here? Just a friendly kick in the shins. Riku's so good. Riku's just... I'm... What a great character she was in this game. Okay, I'll go tell the others. Wait here. How old was she in this game? Like 15, 16, something like that? Tidus had to be about the same age, maybe a little older, 17. Oh, and one thing. Don't tell anyone you're from Xanarkand, okay? Yevon says it's a holy place. Yevon says it's holy a place. You might upset someone. How long has this game been out for? You didn't pick up that typo? My Xanarkand, some kind of holy place? Yeah, right, I thought. Since when? Yevon? Sin? Luca? I thought Sin just took me to a faraway place that I could go back in a day or two. Gotta be weird just watching him internally monologue. But 1,000 years into the future? Tidus. Cauldron could just spill the truth and just mind screw Tidus for life, and just mess everything up so badly, but glad he's not. No way! Because somehow the truth of this is even weirder than what he thinks is happening. Alara, Lara, hang on! Sin! Sineklusa! Ich tanik! They should have taken brother. We're back. Did Alara get knocked off the ship too, or just Cold Run? Is Alara still in there? Alara, Cold Run, you're back. How are you? Fine, Dr. Mog. Fine, Dr. Mog. Okay, Alara's back. Me too. Thank goodness, Kupo. Hey, the painting. It's back to normal. Shadowsmith, it seems the canvas succeeded at absorbing the painting's magic. Wow, it worked just like you said. Thanks, Shadowsmith. I'm the one who should be thanking you, Cold Run. If you hadn't fixed that corrupted painting, the Royal Arcanium would have been destroyed. How far away are we from there? Must have been fate that you were here when we needed you. You give me too much credit, really. You kinda do. However, there's still the matter of the person who left the painting here. Maybe someone with a grudge against the Arcanium is intentionally using them as weapons? I don't think so. I mean, it could be, but that's a pretty obtuse weapon. I wonder if Dr. Mogg suspects something? More ghosts? What's wrong, Alara? There it is again. She's a kid. I hope she uses this power for, like, I don't know, selfish kid stuff at some point. Like, the corrupted painting ghosts say I need ice cream to uncorrupt them. Sid, there you all are. I've been looking high and low for you. What is it, Sid? We're picking up more corrupted paintings on this island. Lots of them. That's right. I almost forgot that, like, there's an airship that goes from island to island. It's probably not just a story construct. This probably is, like, an actual island. Nalbina Fortress. Oh, great. Back to wartime trauma for them, for the children. Good. Wartime trauma, which we'll experience next time. So thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this, if you wanted to like and subscribe, it's certainly appreciated. It'll help more people see this, and it feels good as someone who makes these videos to see that sort of thing. So, yeah, see you in the next one. Bye-bye.